Good afternoon. My name is Jason Chavez, and I'm the chair of the Committee of the Whole. I'm going to call to order our regular committee meeting for Monday, September 30th. Before we begin the meeting, I want to offer a friendly reminder to all members, staff, and the public that these meetings are broadcast live to enable greater public participation. These broadcasts include real-time captioning as a further method to increase the accessibility of our proceedings to the community. Therefore, all speakers need to be mindful of the rate of their speech so that our captioners can fully capture and transcribe all comments for the broadcast. We ask all speakers to moderate the speed and clarity of their comments. At this time, I'll ask the clerk to call the roll to verify the presence of a quorum.
Councilmember Payne.
Present.
Wansley.
Present.
Rainville.
Present.
Vita.
Present.
Ellison.
Here.
Osman is absent. Cashman is absent. Jenkins.
Present.
Chugtai.
Present.
Koski.
Present.
Palmisano.
Present.
Vice Chair Chowdhury.
Present.
Chair Chavez.
Present.
There are 11 members present.
Let the record reflect that we have a quorum. Today, we have one item on the agenda, in addition to our reports of committees that have met this cycle. This item is from the Settlement Agreement and Consent Decree Oversight Subcommittee, and I will turn that meeting over to President Payne as the chair of that committee.
Thank you, Councilmember Chavez. This item is a contract amendment with Danny Murphy Consulting LLC for consulting services related to the Court Enforceable Settlement Agreement. I will invite Jared Jeffries from the Office of Community Safety to speak on this item.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Council President Payne, Chair Chavez, members of the committee. I'm Jared Jeffries. I'm the Chief of Staff for the Office of Community Safety. With me here to present on this item is Managing City Attorney Jen Saunders as well. This contract with Danny Murphy Consulting LLC was initially a professional services agreement for expert witness services through the City Attorney's Office that was entered into on June 1st, 2023 for an initial period of 1-year term to provide services to the City Attorney's Office and other city staff for work towards compliance with the MDHR settlement agreement. That contract was initially capped at $300,000. And you'll note an amendment to this to extend this contract was enacted on May 15th this year to extend it to the end of 2024. The city wishes to use Danny Murphy Consulting LLC and its court enforceable settlement agreement related services for another year to a greater extent, and therefore requesting an increase in the contract's cap by $600,000 to equal a total cap of $900,000 with an extension for another year through the end of 2025. You'll also note that this initially was brought forward by the City Attorney's Office. However, this contract will be transitioning to the Office of Community Safety, which I know Commissioner Barnett and City Attorney Anderson have had conversations with council leadership about. That move is to really reflect that the services Mr. Murphy and Murphy Consulting LLC will be providing to the city is for OCS, its departments, and the broader city enterprise on a wide range of settlement agreement and consent decree related matters. Just very briefly, Mr. Murphy has and will continue to work with and advise the city on key issues pertaining to the settlement agreement and consent decree. This includes working extensively with OCS, MPD, the City Attorney's Office, and others to provide proven methods for bringing cities into compliance with similar agreements, providing guidance on creating the necessary plans and systems to accelerate implementation, and helping to build a strong foundation for compliance by building internal capacity. Mr. Murphy has also notably worked extensively in his career with the members of the monitoring team ALIFA, and was also part of the team that contributed to the creation of the Safe and Thriving Communities report. As a brief background as well, Mr. Murphy was a key lead for the cities of New Orleans and Baltimore when those jurisdictions were in the pivotal stages of their consent decrees. In those roles, he was lauded by courts, monitors, and city leadership as a key leader in progressing those cities forward in those agreements. Mr. Murphy now advises a number of jurisdictions currently in or entering into consent decrees, including Minneapolis. In sum, Mr. Murphy's experience and expertise will continue to be incredibly valuable to the city as it moves forward in implementing the terms of the consent decree and settlement agreement. We're happy to stand for any questions the committee may have.
Thank you for that presentation. And before I open up the queue, I'll just say thank you for working with me and also city attorney to get this contract move over into OCS. It's my belief that we should be really structuring our tools and expertise and talent in the places that they need to be for the long term, and that was why I really wanted to move this into OCS, because we know that's going to be where a lot of this implementation work will ultimately be housed, although I do know that there's a large component in the attorney's office at this stage of the process. But the faster we can move to the state that we need to operate in to be in compliance, the better, as far as I'm concerned. So just want to give a little of that context before we open up for questions. And I am not seeing anybody in queue. So with that, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. Any abstentions? That carries, and now I'll return the chair back to Councilmember Chavez.
Thank you, Mr. President. Next, we will receive reports from standing committees on matters to be considered by the full council this Wednesday. We will begin with the Administration and Enterprise Oversight Committee chaired by Councilmember Wansley.
Thank you, Chair Chavez. The Administration and Enterprise Oversight Committee is bringing forward 13 items for approval. The first is a passage of resolution for gift acceptance from the Lincoln Institute of Land Policy of Travel and Lodging Expenses. 2 is authorizing collective bargaining agreement, Law Enforcement Labor Services, Inc., 2024 through 2025. 3 is approving a legislative directive to receive Zen City community perception surveying updates. 4 is accepting bid for a large diameter storm main inspection and televising Northeast projects. 5 is accepting bid for heavy duty towing services. 6 is accepting bid for a Boston Terrace sanitary and storm sewer improvements project. 7 is authorizing contract with Shift 4 for Target Center point of sale equipment. 8 is authorizing contract amendment with Concrete Idea, Inc. for upgrades of Americans with Disability Act pedestrian ramps for St. Anthony Parkway. 9 is authorizing contract with WSB LLC for engineering and design services for the 35th Avenue North flood mitigation project. 10 is authorizing contract amendment with Minneapolis Downtown Improvement District for community outreach services. 11 is authorizing contract amendment with Concrete Idea, Inc. for upgrades of ADA pedestrian ramps in Pennhurst Residential. 12 is approving a legal settlement, Meeks v. City of Minneapolis et al. And then 13 is approving a legal settlement workers' compensation claim of Christopher Cushenberry. And with that, I will stand for any questions.
Thank you, Councilmember Wansley. No one is on queue, so we'll move on to the Budget Committee. We'll pass it on to Vice President Chuck Tai.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The Budget Committee is bringing forward one item for approval to this Wednesday's council meeting, and that is a legislative directive requesting information related to financial reporting and practices. I'll stand for any questions.
Thank you. There's no one on queue, so next up we have the Business, Housing, and Zoning Committee, and I'll pass it to the Vice Chair of that committee, Councilmember Ellison.
Thank you, Chair Chavez. The Biz Committee will be bringing 14 items to Wednesday's council meeting. One is considering the 2025 license fee schedule. This item has been forwarded without recommendation because it will have some motions to amend the schedule at the council meeting. And I wasn't at the meeting, so any questions will have to be reserved for the chair when he's back. 2 is a passage of a resolution approving the Hiawatha Academy's bond issuance. 3 is a passage of a resolution approving the land sale of 2933 through 2937 5th Avenue South. 4 is a passage of a resolution approving the land sale for 2305 through 2309 Fifth Avenue South. 5 is considering revocation of the on-sale wine and strong beer, no live entertainment license for Bagu Sushi and Thai due to outstanding taxes owed to the Minnesota Department of Revenue. 6 is approving a liquor license for Francis Burger Joint. 7 is approving 43 liquor license renewals. 8 is approving a gambling license for Northeast Minneapolis Lion Community Foundation. 9 is approving a Minnesota Indian Women's Resource Center debt forgiveness and underwriting waiver. 10 is accepting a grant to Minneapolis Animal Control and Control for reclaim fees. 11 is accepting a grant for Minneapolis Animal Control and Control for Pet Adoption Program. 12 is directing the Legislative Department to undertake an overview of vacancy data and strategies. 13 is approving an interim use permit at Lakeshore Care, Inc. at 918 West Lake Street, subject to conditions. 14 is approving an exclusive tobacco dealer license with business licensing operating conditions for High Five Tobacco. And 15 is approving a legislative directive requesting a report outlining the standard process required of any service provider requesting funding to make critical repairs of board and lodge transitional housing and shelter facilities.
Thank you. No one is on cue, so next up we're going to pass it on to the Climate and Infrastructure Committee with the Vice Chair of that committee, Councilmember Koski.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The Climate and Infrastructure Committee is bringing forward 11 items. Item 1 is a resolution honoring Ted Davison for his service to the city of Minneapolis. Number 2 is ordering the work to proceed on a pedestrian flasher at Hope Academy. Item number 3 is adopting assessments for the sanitary sewer service availability charges. Item number 4 is adopting assessments for water and sewer service repairs. This item was sent forward without recommendation. Item number 5 is authorizing a cooperative agreement with the Minnesota Department of Transportation for landscaping improvements in the Cedar Riverside neighborhood. Item number 6 is approving an amendment to the cooperative agreement with the Hennepin County Regional Railroad Authority for funding for bridges over the Midtown Greenway. Item number 7 is authorizing a cooperative agreement with the Minneapolis Park Board for maintenance of the East Bank Underpass Trail Project. Item number 8 is acquisition of permanent and temporary easements for the new Nicollet construction. Item number 9 is authorizing a memorandum of understanding with the Park Board, University of Minnesota, City of St. Louis Park, City of Hopkins, and the City of St. Paul to jointly develop an application for vendors to provide shared bikes and scooters. Item number 10 is the passage of a resolution approving the preliminary design plans and technical comments for the Blue Line Light Rail extension. Item number 11 is approving a legislative directive requesting a report regarding the theft of copper wire from street lighting. I'll stand for any questions.
Thank you. No one is on cue, so we'll lastly go on to the Public Health and Safety Committee with the Vice Chair of that committee, Councilmember Wansley.
Thank you, Chair Chavez. The Public Health and Safety Committee is bringing forward 6 items. The first is authorizing an ongoing memorandum of understanding with the United States Capitol Police to reimburse Minneapolis police officer for local protective operations occurring in the MPD's jurisdiction. Number 2 is approving a legislative directive for a comprehensive overview regarding the former Navigation Center, steps necessary to establish a new location, and the use of city-owned and publicly owned land as a tool to address unsheltered homelessness. Number 3 is accepting a grant from the CDC for the Minneapolis Health Department's Racial and Ethnic Approaches to Community Health REACH program. Number 4 is authorizing the submittal of a grant application for the fiscal year 2024 Edward Biner Memorial Justice Assistance Grant to the United States Department of Justice in the amount of $276,000 to be used for the police department and the city attorney's office initiatives. Number 5 is authorizing the Minneapolis Police Department to enter into a 5-year joint powers agreement with the Department of Public Safety, Bureau of Criminal apprehension in the amount of $25,000 for MPD to conduct state and federal fingerprint-based background checks as required by the FBI's Criminal Justice Information Service Security Policy. And number 6 is accepting a grant from the Bryan Discretionary Community Project Grants in the amount of $2.5 million for the City of Minneapolis Community Violence Interrupter Program. And with that, I will stand for any questions.
Thank you. There are no questions. So with that, we've concluded all business to come before the committee today. And hearing no objection, I will declare this meeting adjourned. Thank you.